everyone. So the holidays are quickly approaching and it feels like every year it gets faster and faster. And I wanted to put together a list of some of my favorite gardening products in case you are looking for gifts either for somebody else who loves gardening or if you want to add something else to your own list. So the first thing I would recommend, because gardening can be a very personal experience, is a gift certificate to somewhere, anywhere that you know a person would enjoy, whether it's an online company, whether it's a local nursery. And because of that, I also wanted to do a little giveaway in this video of a gift certificate. So I will get into the rest of my list in just a bit, but I am giving away a $100 gift certificate to Johnny's Seeds. This is not in any way partner with them, sponsored by them. They have no idea who I am. I'm just gonna order a gift certificate and send it to one of you for $100. The reason I chose Johnny's Seed is that you can get a lot of seeds for $100 versus if you were going somewhere to get like actual plant starts. So I figured it'd be the best bang for your buck. And also, it's my favorite seed company. I mean, I like all the seed companies. It's not like some are my favorite and some are absolutely terrible. I get great seeds from wherever I order. But because the information on the packet is so detailed, it was incredibly helpful when I was just getting started and had no idea what I was doing. But it was so informative that as a beginning gardener, it was very easy to follow all of their instructions. So in order to be entered, all you have to do is, well, one, you do have to be in the United States, and two, just comment below what you would get from there. What seed would you want to buy? Hopefully you can get more than one packet for $100, but just let me know down below and then I will randomly pick a comment by this Friday. So this video is going up Monday. By the end of this week, Friday at midnight, well, we'll say 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time, I will use one of those random, I think it's called Wheel of Names generator. Pick a name from the comments below. I will leave a comment in this video because YouTube doesn't have a direct messaging system, but you should get a notification that I have replied to your comment, or at least make sure to come back and check this video. So I will reply to your comment, I will post the name of the winner in the description, and then I will get you your information and I will send the gift certificate to you. Now, a few things I did want to note with the gift certificate as far as what it says on the website. It does say that the gift certificate purchases do not apply towards Johnny's free standard shipping offer. So whatever the free standard shipping on orders over $200. So basically $100 of that, if you use the gift certificate, won't count towards the free shipping. I guess I've never had free shipping because I don't think I've ever spent $200 there at a time. And then also, I think this is pretty typical, but coupons and other discounts cannot be applied to gift certificate purchases. So I did just want to let you know that before you go in. They do also have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if you don't like anything, you can always send it back. So like I said, just leave a comment down below of what seeds you would buy, and then I will pick a winner by this Friday end of day. So now I will move on to the other products on my list, which are actual like physical products you can get for someone versus just a gift certificate, but I always do love gift certificates. But the first thing is something I have way too many of, but also probably what I get asked about the most, and that is my gardening hats. So gardening hats, the main reason I wear them is to protect my eyes so I can see easier out in the garden without having to put on sunglasses. But it's also great for sun protection, which is something I didn't care about until much later in life than I should have. And I do have a lot of garden hats from many different places. I started just getting them from garden centers, just kind of randomly finding ones that I liked. And then this one ended up being one of my favorites. And this is from, where did I get it? Cityscape in Chicago, but the brand is actually Tula. I think it's Tula Hats. I'll link obviously everything down below, but it's Tula Hats, I believe. And I now have two of their hats, but I just really liked this one. I don't usually wear the strap unless it's windy outside, but I don't know why. I like it. I think it looks nice. I have one that has a larger rim on it that I like to wear when it's extra sunny, but I don't know, really like this hat. They have a lot of options on their website. So again, because some people might like different hats. So if it's something that you don't necessarily want to choose for someone, but want to give them a gift certificate. I'm assuming they might have one on the site, but Tula Hats is who makes this one. And then, I don't know if this is odd, but for me, once it gets cooler outside, but it's still sunny, like this just feels wrong to wear. It feels too summery. So my like fall winter hat, which is definitely not a thing you have to do, is this one. And this one is from American Hat Makers. So this is kind of more, I want to say like a cowboy hat, but I feel like what was on their site was less sun hat, more hats like this. And to me, this just feels a little bit more winter. Actually, let me take this off because that's just my own scarf that I added to it. So this is the hat that I have from there. And again, same good protection from the sun, just feels a little bit more fall wintry. I'll link down below the specific hats that I have, but again, there were a ton of different varieties on there and different colors of the different varieties. So this one is my fall winter hat. Another gardening item that I actually just got this year. So I obviously garden on a deck. I have the decks connected right to our house, so I'm going in and out a lot when I garden, and I like to have shoes then by the door that are easy to slip in and out of, so I'm not walking through my house with shoes, although sometimes I do that. But to try to keep things cleaner, I do like something that's easy to slip on and off. So for the last 4 years gardening, I've been using slides that I wore at my wedding after I took off my heels. So like slide sandals, and this year the strap finally broke because I don't think they were made to be used in gardening that often. So those broke and I ended up getting these, which are called garden clogs. So they work great for me. I don't think if you probably have a garden that's very muddy, they would necessarily work great. I mean, they are waterproof, but the inside like has this nice soft fur, so they're very comfortable, but it's not gonna be great if you get mud all on the side of these. So anytime I do something really dirty in the garden, I'll kind of put on, I think they're called Kizik slip-on shoes that I saw on Instagram, because those are also easy to slip on. But these are like the easy in, easy out, not doing anything super messy in the garden, but I think that they look cute. So these are, the brand is Holland Cooper garden clogs, and I got them though on Walmart. Now these aren't on like the pricier side of what I would normally pay for shoes in the garden. I think they were about $100. And I'm sure there are things on Amazon that look very similar, but aren't gonna cost that much. So I'll see if I can also get like some sort of dupe down below. But I just like this brand, it's a British brand, and I figured I would wear these for years, so I wanted to invest in them. So I really do like having these shoes, but again, I wouldn't wear them like tromping through the mud in my garden, but luckily I'm on a deck, so that's not something I have to worry about. Next up is something that I should have invested in the first year I started gardening, and that is high quality tools. So when I first started, as a container gardener, I don't use that many tools. Most of it's done just with my hands. So I do this usually before investing in something a bit more expensive, I got just a cheap garden tool set on Amazon, which for the most part like worked until I actually had to rake through roots and then the end popped off of it. So they weren't high quality, and you could tell once I got like actual good high quality tools, the difference in them. So this is DeWitt, and I'm trying to remember, I either got it on Park Seed or Gardener Supply. Again, I will link down below where I got this from, but it's just made such a difference. I know that my tool's not gonna break halfway through my garden project, so I'd highly recommend getting somebody a set of high quality tools, especially if they're using something that maybe could need an upgrade, like see what they have and then get something that's a little bit more like durable like these are. So I really like the DeWitt brand. I don't think I have like anything other than hand tools from them, but I know it is a good brand overall. So I really like these. Next up are grow lights, and I have a couple different ones that I use. They get a lot less use in the summer, but once winter hits, I'm all about my grow lights. So I have one from Soltech Solutions, I think is the full brand name, that my lemon tree is currently sitting under. So this I don't have on until I move my lemon tree inside so that it can have the sun exposure that it needs to survive the winter here indoors. And I really like that. In fact, the original one I got, I don't remember the exact year, but it stopped working a couple years in and it was still under warranty. So they have a pretty good warranty. I submitted it, so I got a replacement on that one without having to pay for it. Again, it lasted, see, I got it in 2019 and I think it was just this year. So maybe the guarantee is 5 years. That would seem about right. But yeah, it just stopped working. I let them know. They sent me a new one. So I love that. And then I also have these grow lights. So these are from Gardener's Supply. And the reason I got, well, originally, and I still do have just fluorescent lights from Walmart, which work great for grow lights. I will link those down below as well. But when you are starting seeds, you want the light to be closer to like the seed tray, and then you want to move it up as the seed grows so that your plants aren't going to get leggy from being too far from the sun or from the light source. So with the Walmart lights, even though they were cheaper, and not like a huge cost difference, but they were cheaper, but I had to move them up and down. And these lights from Gardener Supply are strong enough that you don't have to do that. So I tried them for the first time this year because I actually got them for Christmas last year, and I love them and they worked great and it was super easy and I didn't have to raise and lower them myself. They're also magnetic, and I use a like metal baker's rack to start my seeds, so they just stick on and they're super easy to use. I'm probably going to get some more because I think I probably need like another level of my baker's rack to start seeds, so I might get 2 more of these, but I really like them. And again, you can get cheaper lights on Walmart that work the exact same way. You just have to raise and lower them yourself. So I'll link down all of those below for the different lights that I use. And then my last recommendation is not something that you necessarily will use in the garden, but it is for somebody that likes plants and scents. And that is Botanical candles. I know there are probably a lot of different brands that make these. The brand that I first saw, probably on Instagram, and so I've just bought from them ever since, is Rosy Rings. I think it's ROSYRINGS. And I love them. Now, the problem I have is that they're so pretty that I don't light them as often as I liked like unscented regular candles because they look so pretty, so I don't want to use them up, but that is something I have to change. This one, obviously, I've been very bad at lighting. I can't remember the scent of this, but it just smells so good and citrusy. I do have an apple candle that I got years ago, and I don't think they have the exact same like style or scent anymore. There are other apple candles, which I just ordered another one because I'm getting low on the one I have, but that one I have lit. I light it every fall and winter. It's almost at the bottom, so that's why I needed a refill. I also have a small, it's Christmas scented, like pine, something like that, that I light around Christmas time. So I really like these both because they're pretty and they smell nice. So yeah, I really like these candles. I think I've had this one for, this might have been one of the first ones I got, 4 or 5 years? No, couldn't have been that long. Had to be, was it before we moved here? And I've never lit it. I'll light it right now. Let's light this candle right now, even though it's definitely not the scent for fall. This actually sits, I don't know if I should be lighting this while just holding it in my hand, but this actually sits in the bathroom up here. So even though I don't typically light it, it still gives, not a very strong scent, but it still gives like a nice scent to the bathroom. So now I've actually lit it, and we'll leave it out here for now. So that is everything on my garden lovers present list, whether it's for someone else or you're adding stuff to your own list. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of other things, like I love baskets, I love pots, but these are the items that kind of stand out to me that I get a lot of use out of and have really made gardening a lot easier, or with the candles, they just look pretty and smell nice. So I will have everything linked down below, and then also remember to comment down below if you want to enter the giveaway for the $100 gift certificate to Johnny's Seed. Just write whatever seed you would get, and then I will pull the name by the end of the day this Friday. So that is going to be everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, the winner will be listed down in the description below once I've drawn the name. Bye.